Alright guys, welcome back to Nifty Network. We got a 350Z in here today, and I'm going to teach you how to remove your dash airbag. It's actually really simple, so you don't have to pull the whole dash, just so you know. Let's get to it. Make sure that your battery is disconnected. First things we're going to do first is get the center bezel off, or the shift bezel off. So start with going counterclockwise or loosening your shift knob off. Shift knob twists off easy. And then when you get to this section, make sure that the shifter is either in second, fourth, or sixth, or reverse, because it helps having the shifter be that way. So you're gonna put your hands in right here and you're gonna lift up. There's two tabs right here, and you're gonna this kind of locks in like that, so you're gonna pull it back and then tilt it up that way. And then don't pull too hard, because there's the AC ribbon right here. You'll see it when I take it off. That's really important, and it's also really fragile. If you break that, then you'll have to buy a new one of these AC boxes. So alright, so next up we are going to remove the gauge cluster, center section, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to use a flathead and a Phillips for this, and also I have my drill right here with a Phillips tip on it. So we'll start down here. There's two Phillips head screws. So we'll get those two. And then this ashtray right here, actually, if you are doing it, it makes it a really convenient spot to put your hardware. Then we're going to come up to here. Alright, so we're going to work our way up to the top right here. And we're going to pull that out, and you're going to see, it's basically this just like our little rubber mat, like a beauty mat. That just slips out, and then you're going to see two Phillips heads right here. They're little guys. So you're going to pull those out like so. And then this little shelf locking section will come out. Don't drop those screws because they are smaller. And then you're going to look back in there, and you're going to see one screw there. And also, if you are using a screwdriver that is magnetic, it will also help you. This one is not. So it is going to fall in there, but if you're removing it, that's okay, because you can get to it once it falls. Okay, so now both sides are undone. There's two more under here. There's technically four more. Two hold the AC control box. So we'll get all these taken out just since we're right here. So there's the second one. And I'm not using a drill for this simply because this ribbon is so breakable. So I don't want anything to grab it or tear it. And then once you get those out, this is going to pull straight forward. Don't pull from the ribbon. So that's going to pull straight forward. You don't need to get this completely out yet. Just get it pulled forward just a little bit. So then we can start wiggling right here, and that is going to pop loose like that. And so there's locating tabs here, 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 and then at the top part there's like a slide tab, and that's where things normally break. So you're going to pull forward on that. And when you pull that forward, this is going to bind up just a tiny bit. So push that between there. And then we're going to go to the top. There's a plug that is hidden in the back right there. I know about it, so that's why I just reached around and grabbed it. This one is a little harder too because of the doubled in that these people have in here. Okay, so once that leans forward like this, that plug that I just did is right here. So there's a mount right here on the dash harness, and it sits just like this. So if you see this section, like when you pull it forward, like when you release this tab right here out of right here, that'll release and you'll see that something is holding it, and that is this. So don't go pulling on that, because then you'll break this whole piece Just press on the tab right there, and that will release, and then you can kind of wiggle it out so the harness all comes out. This is a aftermarket head unit that is in here. Has the same idea as a factory one. The factory ones are just gonna plug in right here. So get your flathead. I really like the flathead thing because you basically put it in. Can you focus it right here? I put it on the female side of the plug behind the clip. So I'll press down, that releases it, and then if you just twist the flathead, it releases it super nicely so nothing breaks. Same thing with this one right here. Just press that down, give it a little twist. Don't be too forceful with it. And then you're gonna have your antenna cable. And there you go. All right, so next up, I'll pop this little beauty trim piece off. Just grab with your fingers on the backside, work your way up. And then when you get to right here, you're gonna wanna pull back. The reason you pull back is because that tab goes this way, not that way. So that's out of the way. Now that we have this little kick panel off right here, we're gonna lean up here and you'll see a little plastic nut. You don't need a tool for it. Loosen that off. That'll come flying off like that. And then there's gonna be 2 locating pins on this. There's gonna be one on the bottom and one on the top. So what you can kind of do is just put if you reach up the bottom, you can feel where it's connected, and then just pry off of that, like that. And then there's one right there, and then pull that forward. This piece comes out. Then we're gonna have some Phillips heads to take off. There's gonna be this one right here. Don't strip it like me. So we're gonna take that one off, and then we're gonna remove the cup holder. So that's out. And the cup holder is up here. We're gonna pull that out, and there's that little divot that I showed. Slide that in there. That comes out. And then there's a 10 mil hiding under the cup holder. That's why we take that off. So that is off now, and now this whole panel will come loose. And I kind of just work my way around it and see where's the easiest, like less resistance. So that comes off. And then there's going to be a little plate here. Take that off. And then, let's see here. There is going to be a yellow plug, and you're going to want to make sure that your battery is undone before you do that. We already did that. You're going to undo that plug like that. And then there is a 12 millimeter bolt up here. Right there. Loosen that. And then we're going to go to the rest of the Phillips heads right here. These ones are really tight for some reason. Normally they're not like that. So use a flat or a Phillips head actual screwdriver so you don't strip it. It's probably such an awkward angle that it looks like on the camera. And this should be the last one. Okay, so just push up like that after you loosen that. And before you start doing all this stuff, make sure that the center bezel right here is removed, because the center bezel sits over this. So you'll have to take that out first. And then that just pulls out just like that. This is nice. I like 350Z dashes because normally, in order to get to the airbag, you have to pull the whole dash out of this thing. So there you go. That is how you remove a dash airbag on a 350Z.